Hey, remember when Activision said that they would stop releasing Call of Duty games annually back in February of last year? Well, it appears we will be getting a new Call of Duty game anyways in 2023. Some reports have come out recently with leaks on details about the supposed 2023 game. I am unsure why Activision feels the need to rush out a completely new game when they are still adjusting things with Warzone and their newest mode DMZ, and on top of all that, they are still providing content and services to regular multiplayer as well. In today's video, I want to go over the details that have come out and explain why I think there is no need for the franchise to rush and pump out yet another game. So I've seen this information come from a few different places, such as Charlie Intel, Bloomberg, and Insider Gaming. Of course, other places like IGN and GamerRant are publishing articles on it now too. According to Bloomberg's Jason Schreier, Activision's earnings calls have suggested a premium title in 2023. The report from Insider Gaming states that the title of the game is Modern Warfare 3. It was originally going to be a premium DLC for the 2022 game, which is of course MW2. However, it is now considered a brand new standalone game. Then you have Tom Henderson from Insider Gaming providing some key dates for the beta, and early access to the campaign and the overall release as well. So the Call of Duty 2023 PlayStation exclusive beta dates are supposedly from October 6th to October 10th, then the open beta dates are from October 12th to the 16th, then the early access campaign release date is November 2nd, then the full release of the game is November 10th, and then the official launch for Season 1 and a new Warzone map is December 5th. Now remember, nothing has been officially announced, so always take this stuff with a grain of salt, even though some of these people have been correct with leaks in the past. Insider Gaming's report claims that MW3 will serve as a fully fledged sequel. So odds are the campaign will pick up where MW2 left off. MW2 ended with Makarov, the classic villain from the original Modern Warfare trilogy. Makarov will probably make his move in some dramatic, controversial way, and Price and the gang will go after him. The leak also includes a zombies mode coming to the game. I believe this will be the first time we would see a zombies mode in the Modern Warfare series. It's usually with the Black Ops games. The mode is being considered as an Outbreak 2.0. Outbreak was first debuted in Black Ops Cold War, which took zombies into a more open world setting. Activision is reportedly weighing options to either make the mode free to play or add it on as part of the premium content. Both Jason Schreier and Tom Henderson state that Sledgehammer Games will develop this game, along with help from some of the other studios. Now, this studio is responsible for other titles in the franchise like Advanced Warfare, World War II, and Vanguard. And that's not really a great track record, but we'll hold off on diving into that. So, the game looks to be featuring a campaign, multiplayer of course, zombies, and a new Warzone 2 map during the first season. Las Almas from MW2 is supposedly going to be the new map. So that's the gist of what the leaks have provided. Now, I'll admit I am a little surprised and a little disappointed to see Activision make this decision. I know I shouldn't be, because a company like Activision, of course, wants to make money, and they will continue to grind out games in order to do that, and Call of Duty is a cash cow franchise. But again, I am still surprised that they don't want to try and stick around with the original plan, which was to maintain the growth and support for Modern Warfare 2. That game is now the fastest selling game to hit $1 billion in franchise history. Call of Duty has broken some old traditions over the past few years. We've seen a lot of new content and ideas, like Warzone and DMZ. We are seeing more and more live service elements with the addition of battle passes and themed seasons. Even multiplayer has seen some growth in terms of game modes, more customization options for class creation, and especially customization for guns with Gunsmith. It's not perfect, of course. I have a lot that I can complain about, but there's quite a bit of variety in the game now. And personally, I've never considered each COD game to be the same. I know a lot of people used to say that, well, it's just the same thing every year. Sure, modes were essentially the same for a long time. You got your campaign, your classic multiplayer modes like Team Deathmatch, Search and Destroy, and Domination. And then the third mode would cycle between zombies, survival, or co-op missions depending on which company and which game was coming out next. But the different eras helped keep each title different from the last, at least to a certain point. And I just find it odd that Activision wants to rush out another game. Despite its flaws, MW2 is a very successful game, and it keeps getting better over time as they continue to add more and continue to play around and tweak things with Warzone and DMZ. Call of Duty literally has no competition since Battlefield has been on a downward trend over the past couple of years. And I mean, if you're going to play Hell Let Loose, or if you're going to play, Rainbow Six Siege or Battlefield or Valorant, Overwatch. I mean, these are different types of shooters that aren't in the same total realm as Call of Duty, again, outside of Battlefield. Even Hell Let Loose has a very specific and niche group of fans who play the game because of just that style of game. But like I said, Call of Duty is the juggernaut. There's nobody close to it right now. And even though I am not a huge Call of Duty fan anymore, I have appreciated the transformation of the franchise over the past couple of years. New ideas, new game modes, and new features, like I said earlier. Again, it's not perfect, and there is some stuff that frustrates me, but it's nice to see new things, and I have enjoyed some of these features again, especially Gunsmith. I love what you could do with the guns in the game now. I wish this supposed MW3 game was just a premium DLC update like it was supposedly originally planned to be, because Modern Warfare 2 is going to be the foundation for Call of Duty for many years going forward, so why not continue to build and fix upon this foundation, this new era of COD? The MW2 campaign was good, it was a good storyline, had cool characters. Why not drop another 10 missions in a new DLC campaign? Why not continue this game for another 12 months and give the developers time to release MW3 with as many polished features as possible? Again, what is the rush? They aren't competing with anybody right now. They've broken the cycle with releasing the same type of game year after year with the inclusion of Warzone and now DMZ. Why not break the cycle as a whole? I'm not making this video to bash Call of Duty, but I do think the franchise is making a mistake with pushing out MW3 this year, if it is truly happening. I think we should break the cycle of yearly releases and allow a game as big as MW2 to thrive for more than just 12 months. To be fair, the developers still technically need to follow through with a couple of promises. We aren't getting many co-op missions like we were promised. It would be nice to see more raids too. I'm more of a multiplayer guy to begin with, so I don't spend much time in DMZ or Warzone, but I've seen a lot of people voice their frustrations about those two modes. DMZ is still a work in progress, and every time the developers seem to change something in Warzone, it seems to be something controversial. So why not continue to tweak those modes, and then when you finally do release the next game, it's a heck of a lot better than what it once was. I know Warzone is its own thing, but content-wise, it's connected to whatever the current game is, and DMZ basically is too. COD has transformed the multiplayer shooter genre numerous times over literally the past 2 decades. Why not change it again in regards to the live service model? It would be a huge move if they allowed MW2 to have a 2-year life cycle and continue to bring us new seasons. Adding story DLC like new missions to continue the storyline of Captain Price and the gang, and again of Makarov is going to be the next villain here, again as they remake the original Modern Warfare series, that would be really cool. It hasn't been done before in the franchise, and not many games in the multiplayer space do this. You can also do a major content drop that brings back a bunch of old Modern Warfare stuff from the original series, like maps, weapons, and cosmetics. I thought we were supposed to get old school maps anyways. I think that's another promise they've kind of stepped back from. Anyways, I just think COD has an opportunity to change up the way they do things. Like, how much different will MW3 be compared to MW2? Is it really worth dropping an all-new premium game later this year? $70 for this game and then having to spend all this money on battle passes and stuff is kind of ridiculous. It must suck to be somebody that buys every battle pass and grinds each of them out to unlock all the stuff and then have to spend $70 for a brand new game and leave all that stuff behind a year later. Sure, you could blame the players and whatnot, but still, I think the company could do better with that themselves. Like I said, Activision has no reason to pump out games every 12 months anymore. They are in first place, and no other multiplayer shooter comes close to their level in terms of resources, popularity, and amount of content being provided. Well, I'd like to read your thoughts down below in the comments. Let me know what you think. Like the video and subscribe for more. And feel free to find me on TikTok and Twitter at analyzethis_YT. Thanks for watching and take care.